and welcome to the Creative People series presented by Pineapple Gallery. I'm Audrey Shear, and I'll be your curator. The purpose of our series is to introduce you to some fantastic artists, patrons of the arts, and art lovers such as yourselves. Our guest today is Georgia Johnson. Georgia is mostly self-taught, but has studied under Virginia Curie, Roanne Elias, Charles Schaefer, and Barbara Perotti. Georgia has exhibited at the Halifax Art Festival, Ponce Inlet Fine Art Fest, Port Orange Art Fest, and the Ormond Casements Art Fest, all here in Florida. She has won numerous awards. Her art is all over the United States, plus the Czech Republic, Sweden, and Germany. She has been published in Destination Flagler, Flagler County Art League's Celebration of the Art, as well as the Halifax Magazine. She's a member of the Florida Women's Art Association and has taught watercolors for years. Her work can be seen at Pineapple Gallery in Flagler Beach, Florida. Welcome, Georgia, to the Creative People series.
Thank you.
It is wonderful to have you here today.
It's good to be here.
I've been looking forward to this.
Okay,
It's going to be fun.
Yes.
All right, okay, I'm going to start with our first question.
Okay.
Okay. I have seen here at Pineapple Gallery more than one person, several people, come in and say, they view your series called Crazy Ladies and say, what?
What?
These are by Georgia? Can you explain, please, to our viewers why people are acting this way with such surprise to your latest series?
Most likely because I have been a traditional artist for years and years. Painted birds and in watercolors mostly. They sold well and they were very traditional, close to realism, and that's obviously quite different than the girls.
Yes, that is very different from the
Yes.
girls. And you painted those for years, you say?
Yes.
Yeah, so most of your artistic career was the watercolor birds?
Yes.
And
Most
then
of it.
you went
and
on
landscapes.
landscapes.
Mhm.
And the landscapes are in oils?
Oils, for the most part, yes.
And this latest series is in,
Most of it is in acrylics simply because it's easier to work with the acrylics in a mixed media because I don't totally plan it initially. It develops as it goes along, and that's very difficult with oils.
yes. So you can use the acrylics that it can develop along in the process, kind of like your artistic growth has, would you say? You
Yeah,
can maybe
that's good.
compare?
That's a good analogy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you went from watercolors and oils to acrylics, figures, all very different for you.
Right. Went to figure drawing class with Audrey and some other art friends and totally enjoyed it. Then went to a abstract class at Daytona Art and actually enjoyed it and was so surprised at the finished product that I kept it up, and it just developed into the series of the Crazy Girls.
So would you say you fell in love with abstract and figurative kind of around the same time and you just put it together and
Yes.
came up with the Crazy Ladies?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell us why Crazy Ladies?
Because I wanted to show through symbolism and design that even though women seem to be all alike, they're all very different. And the figure part is because of the position. Okay, I get an idea from whichever position I sketch the figure in initially, and then it goes from there.
So would you say you start with the gesture then?
Yes.
Okay. And then
Right.
you capture a lot in your paintings.
Yes.
That's
Thank you.
fantastic. Do you have a favorite from your series?
Actually, my favorite sold to a collector in Minnesota,
Wonderful.
but my second favorite is this one.
Ah, and this one is called
Contemplative.
Contemplative.
Contemplative. It's a mouthful.
Do you want to tell us more about this particular painting? How she started or what the
Well, it
process
started
was
with the
kind of?
gesture,
Okay.
okay, and then I decided to do the hair, and then when I got the hair done, she started to look Egyptian.
Yes. See that.
So then I put the ibis in because that's very Egyptian, and then just the rest of it is design and shapes.
She's definitely fun to look at, Georgia.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. When did you recognize your creative gifts? When did you start your art career? Or actually, those are two different questions. When did you recognize that you were artistic?
I don't know.
So
I know when it started that I wanted to be, but I didn't know that I was at the time.
Okay.
So I was in my early 20s, and I actually wanted to write. But things that I wrote were misinterpreted, and I was too sensitive at the time, so I thought, well, I'll start to paint because then you can think what you want about it.
Oh, okay. Were you encouraged along the way? Did you have any mentors or anybody that helped you along?
My husband, Vern, has always been very, very encouraging.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, and I do have mentors. Some of the teachers that I had.
We see that you were self-taught, so that's a lot to. Your journey must have been mostly self-taught, you had these teachers, Barbara Parati.
Well, I have this nice room at home where you can experiment, and then I have all these nice friends who like to experiment as well and share their thoughts with me. So it's good stuff.
So your journey's mostly been a positive, fun one, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. A little bit different question. Name 2 or 3 artists you'd like to be compared to,
Oh my.
or an artist you've been inspired by.
Well, I have to admit Picasso,
Okay.
even though for years I didn't understand where his head was. But his work has inspired me, but there's been a lot of others in watercolors for traditional stuff that I just totally like. You know, it's not just abstract artists. So, Sargent was
Oh yeah.
nice, and then who else? I don't know. There's so many.
Right. Yeah. All right. This is a. What lessons have you learned by being an artist that you can apply to life in general?
Patience. Mostly patience. Devotion. Okay. Really, really liking something enough to pursue it. And if you made mistakes, just fix it.
Oh, see, that's excellent. Excellent. Thank you. That's perfect. Before I ask my last question, please tell our viewers where they can learn more about you and see more of your works.
Well, Pineapple Gallery here in Flagler Beach, South Central Avenue, and online as well. I don't even have the
Is it Georgia Cake? Do you have a website?
Fine Art America,
Okay.
and the Pineapple website, which is
PineappleArtGallery.com.
thank you.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Thank you, Georgia.
Thank you,
Thank you
Audrey.
for being here today. It was as much fun as I thought it was going to be.
Good.
Okay. For our viewers, remember that art is great for the heart, the brain, and the soul. Enjoy some today.
Yes.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha.